little yarnivores and spiderettes. Fiber Spider back again with another tutorial just for you. And today we have got ourselves a lovely lacy dragonfly shawl. Yes, absolutely love the look. It's gorgeous, it's simple, it's got a pretty quick repeat, and I think you guys are really going to like it. Recently I was asked, could I do a dragonfly shawl? And I thought, sure. And I thought that this variation is rather nice because it lends itself to a color changing yarn because it's worked from the top down, which creates a beautiful V shaping of the color change, which I really, really like. And so we're just going to scooch our way here to the very tippy top. And it is gorgeousness. I love it. I do. And so we've got a nice flat edge for the top neckline, and it's really quite simple. And because one half of the shawl is the exact same as the other half of the shawl, I am going to start off doing complete rows on both sides, but as it gets larger, I'm just going to be doing one half because the other half is exactly the same. You know, I like to be thorough, but I also like to be somewhat concise. At any rate, enough of my yammering. For this particular project, I used Red Heart Super Saver Ombre in the colorway of Green Apple. I love green. Yes, as you probably know by now. Earth tones, autumn colors, love them. For those of you that are not familiar with the yarn, one skein is approximately 482 yards. It is a weight of 4, and it is 100% acrylic. Now, I used 2 skeins for this shawl. By the way, this video is not sponsored. I just want you to know what it is that I'm using in case if you want to duplicate the results. Now, the hook size that I used, because this is a weight of 4, it was a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, which is a size I. Today, going to be using a slightly thinner yarn. This is, I believe it's a Burnett Baby DK Sport. It's a weight of 3. So today we're going to be using a size H 5 millimeter hook. I think it'll be a little bit easier to see what it is that we're doing without the color change. However, it's so gorgeous. I just had to share. All right. So at any rate, without further ado, let's get started, shall we? All right. So first things first with row 1. Going to begin with a slip knot. There we are. And a chaining of 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to be working our next bunch of stitches into that first chain. The remaining 4 chains count as a double crochet and a chain stitch. So into that first chain, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, and that's going to be our center spine of eyelets, if you will. We'll get there. Then from here, chain 1 and double crochet into that same stitch once again. And that is all there is to it for row 1. So, like I said, the chaining up of 4 that we had here, that counts as a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. And there you go. And of course, you can cinch your end and sew it in later. But, you know, onwards and upwards to row 2. Okay, so row 2. It's going to begin like every row for this project. Start by chaining up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then into that chain 1 space, 2 double crochets. There we go. Double crochet into the double crochet. And then into our center spine space there, 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles. So we got our 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles. Now, if you want your center spine chain space to be 3, that's fine. Personally, I found that 2 works out best for me and my particular gauge and tension. Sometimes you need to play around with things and tweak them a little bit for them to work for you. So from here, double crochet into the double, and then into the space here, 2 doubles, chain 1, and 1 double. And yes, you could try to go into the actual chain here. However, it's really easier just to go into the space. Believe you me, it's a lot easier. And I think it's kind of a moot point. So we have basically our double, chain 1 space, 5 doubles, chain 2 space, 5 doubles, chain 1 space, and a double. And there you go. Got a nice auspicious start going on here. All right, let's go. Okay, so rows 3 and 4 are going to be pretty much the same. We're just continuing our rate of increase. So for row 3, start by chaining 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn the work into that chain 1 space, 2 doubles. Okay, then double into each stitch, which is going to be 5 going across. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then in our chain 2 space, 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles. So I got my 2 doubles, chain 2, same space, 2 doubles. There we are. Double into each of the next 5. And what the increases for every row, basically what they amount to is we're increasing 4 stitches on each side of the center spine for every row, because it's, hang on 1 second, because it's 2 stitches here and 2 stitches here, so that's 4 stitches increased on this side. We already have 2 here, we're going to have 2 more here, and that's the essential rate of increase. So what we're going to be doing in between those increases, that's where things are going to get a little interesting. But we have to finish this row, the next, and then things will begin. All right, so I did my 5. Now into the chain 1 space, 2 doubles, chain 1, 1 double. So I got my 2 doubles, chain 1, and 1 double. And that is the end of row 3. All right. Okay, so row 4, same deal. Going to chain up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn the work. 2 doubles in that chain 1 space. There we go. And then proceed by doing a double in each of these stitches. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, pull out a little bit more yarn as needs be. All right, then into the center spine, 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles. Okay, got my 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 more doubles. All right, then double into each of the next 9. So far, pretty straightforward. Now, of course, if you wanted to do your entire shawl in this manner, in fact, I think I've done a tutorial on it a while back, you can totally do that. If you just want a nice, easy, simple, straightforward shawl, you can just keep increasing like we are doing right now for the entire piece. Okay, and then into the chain 1 space, 2 doubles, chain 1, 1 double. Okay, chain 1 and 1 double. And there you are. All right. Nice and straightforward. So yeah, if you wanted to do the entire shawl this way, by all means, you would just do your chaining of 4, 2 doubles in the space, double all the way across into the center point, 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles, double your way across this way, 2 doubles, chain 1, 1 double, and yeah, you could conceivably do that. However, we want dragonflies, so let's get to it. Okay, row 5. It's going to start off the same, but it's going to change as we go. So start off by chaining up 4 and turn, 2 doubles in that chain 1 space. There we go. And then double into the next 6 stitches so that we were going to have a total of 8 because we've got 2 here, then 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Yarn. Okay. From here, chain 1, skip a stitch, and then into the next stitch, work a double, and 5 more, so that we have a total of 6. And then in the chain space, we're going to add our additional 2. So we will have 8 on either side of this eyelet. So I've got 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then into the chain 2 space, 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles. There we go. And then from here, we already have our 2. We need 6 more for the total of 8, right? So we've got, come on, thank you. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, chain 1, skip a stitch, double into the next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then into the chain 1 space, 2 doubles, chain 1, 1 double. So I got my 2 doubles, chain 1, and 1 double. And there you go. So that is the end of row 5. It doesn't look like much, I know, but this is going to be his little head right there. And, well, we shall proceed. All right. Okay, row 6. Row 6, start off again by chaining up a 4. Turn the work into the chain 1 space, 2 doubles. And then add 3 more, going into the next 3 stitches, 3 double crochets, and then we have a very big chain space. Don't worry, it's harmless. All right, so I got 4, need 1 more. All right, I do, however, need to pull out a bit more yarn already. By the way, yes, I'm pulling out yarn, but this project, it's really not a yarn hog compared to some that I've done. It's fairly innocuous. All right, so I've got our 5 here, and then chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And we're going to be skipping over these next 5 doubles, the chain 1 space, and the next 5 after that, actually. So, going to prepare a double crochet. What I like to do is have the yarn relatively taut, do my yarn over, and hold the yarn so that it's not going anywhere. All right, and then from here, after the eyelet, how I found that it's easiest is after the eyelet, go into the 6th double. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That 6th stitch with a double crochet. And there you go. And then double into the next 2 stitches. And then we can do our center spine. So that's 2 doubles into that center spine there. Chain 2 and 2 more doubles. There. So basically, we have our usual chain space at the edge there, 5 doubles, chaining of 10, 5 doubles. All right. And don't worry about this being all flippy-floppy all over the place. This will get anchored down relatively soon. But for right now, yes, it is big and open. Hello. All right. So from here, we did our 2 doubles in the center spine. Going to do a double into the next 3 stitches so that we have our total of 5. 1, 2, and 3. All right, so we've got our 5 stitches here. Double crochet, chain, excusez-moi, chain 10 chains. So we're going to skip these 5, the chain, and the next 5. So chain 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yarn over, holding that, and then into the 6th double. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, into that 6th double. Go in there with a double crochet stitch. There we are. Double into the next 2 stitches. And then into the chain 1 space, 2 doubles, chain 1, 1 double. It's all about symmetry, like so many other projects. So we've got our 5 here, chain 1, 1 more double, and there you go. So yes, I know it doesn't look all that fantabulous at the moment, but trust me, it's going to look great. All right, onwards and upwards. Okay, row 7, things are going to start to come together a little bit. Chain up 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Turn the work, 2 doubles into our chain 1 space as per usual. There we are. And then double into the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now in this last stitch here, right before the chain opening, add another double. And this is going to help with the shaping of the bottom wing. Okay, so right now we have 2, 4, 6, 8 doubles. That last one is an increase. That's very important. Do not forget it. Okay, and then chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to do a single crochet into the chain 1 space where the head is. Okay, it's very simple. And we're also going to capture this chain 10 as well. So going in to the chain 1 space, and we're also grabbing the chain 10 and grab the yarn, pull it up, and do a single crochet stitch. And there you go. From here, chain 4, and then into this first double here, work 2 doubles because we need that increase. Okay, then double into each of the next 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then into the chain 2 space, same deal. Going to do 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles. So I got my 2 doubles, chain 2, and 2 more doubles. Okay, pull out a little more yarn here. Okay, so we already have our 2. Double into each of the next stitches and being sure to add an additional stitch right before the chain space so that we will have a total of 8 doubles. I already have 4. 5, 6, and then in this last stitch, 2, which will make 8. So that's 7 and 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Perfect. Okay, and then chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going into the chain 1 space, single crochet, also locking down this chaining of 10 that we did. There we go. Chain 4. Into that first double, 2 doubles. It's 1, 2. Double into the next 4. So I already did 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, and then our increase at the end will create 8. So into that chain 1 space, 2 doubles, chain 1, 1 double. And there you go. So it's starting to come together. Now, yes, this is upside down, so let's have it the way in which you will see it. And there you go. And now we're going to start to create the body of the dragonfly. It's very simple, so don't you worry. Okay, so row 8. Begin as per usual with your chaining of 4. And turn into the chain 1 space, 2 doubles. There we go. And then double into each of our doubles here, and that's 2, 4, 6, 8. So double into each of those 8. Okay, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. More yarn. Okay, then into this chain space here, 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, chain 1, and then into the next chain space over here, 4 doubles. And you really don't have to worry about their placement offhand because they will shift. They will sort of move themselves where they need to be, so do not worry about it all that much. Okay, so we've got our 4 in here, and then double into the next 8. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then, of course, our increase at the center spine, 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles. Okay, so sort of a quick recap. Let me just pull out more yarn. I don't like pulling out too much because then it gets tangled. But All right, so in essence, what we have going on here after our chain space at the end, it is 14 double crochets because we add 2 over here, 4 over here, and 8 in the middle. 8 plus 2 is 10, plus 4 is 14. A chain 1 space, 4, 8, and 2. It's another 14 on this side, and this is going to be one of the body segments right there. So let's continue on the other side here and do essentially the same thing that we just did. So it's starting to get to that point where, doing both sides seems a little redundant, but hey, I'm still here for you. So we did our 2 in the center spine. Now we need to do an additional 8. Okay, so we've already got a total of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then 4 more in the chain space. 11, 12, 13, and 14. Okay, then chain 1 into the next chain space over here. 4 doubles. There we go. Double into each of the next 8. And then do our increase along the edge. And what we just did, that is ultimately the hardest part, doing the basis for the wings. The rest is really quite easy. Just adding some additional body segments. Okay, so we did those, and then in that chain 1 space, 2 doubles, chain 1, 1 double. 2 doubles, chain 1, 1 double. And there you go. That is the end of row 8. Alrighty. Okay, so row 9 and row 10 are actually really simple. So for row 9, we're going to start off in the usual fashion by chaining up 4, turning the work, 2 doubles into our chain 1 space, there we are, and then going to do a double crochet into each stitch until we reach the eyelet. It's that simple, quite frankly, and you don't have to do any counting. No, you just basically go on autopilot. It is a fabulous thing. So just do all of your stitches, and then when we reach the eyelet, we're just going to extend the dragonfly body. Now, what's neat is if you so choose, you can make alterations to however many little body segments that you want for your dragonfly, more or fewer. However, keep in mind that if you alter from what we're doing in here, the numbers are going to change a little bit as far as the number of stitches and so forth. So just keep that in mind, but I encourage you to think outside of the box and march to the beat of your own bongos. Okay, so we have reached the eyelet, and so that is a total of, for those that like a count, that is a total of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 stitches. Okay, whoop, I'm flying all over the place. All right, so from here, simply chain 1, skip a stitch over that chain there, and then double into the next stitch and 15 more for a total of 16. And it is that easy. And then going to work our way up to the center spine and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, almost there. Okay, and then when you reach the center spine, 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles. 2 doubles, chain 2, and 2 doubles. Okay, and then do the exact same thing that we just did down this side, and do just a double crochet into each stitch, and then when you reach the chain, you're doing a double crochet here, chain 1, double crochet in the next, and then work your way down. And then don't forget, after doing all of your double crochets into the chain space, 2 doubles, chain 1, 1 double, just as we have been previously. Nothing different, okay? So I'm going to do the rest of this row off camera. I have faith in you. And I will meet back up with you for row 10. See you soon. Okay, so as I said, row 10 is going to be just as simple because we're essentially doing the same thing. So I'm going to start off with my chaining of 4. And turn. And into the chain space, 2 doubles. All right, then as before, just double crochet into each stitch across until we reach the dragonfly body. And we're going to do the same thing, except this time there are going to be 2 more stitches. So instead of 16, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be 18 on either side of the dragonfly body eyelet. So very simple, very straightforward. But I like to be thorough and I like spending time with you guys. So here I am. Okay, just a couple more. Okay, and how many do we in fact have? I think my math skills are not going to fail me. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Correct. Okay. So after doing a total of 18, the 2 that we added included. All right, and then chain 1, skip the chain space, and double into the next 16, and then adding 2 more when we reach the center spine eyelet. And that's really all there is to it. Okay, just a few more. Alrighty, so I've reached the center spine eyelet. So into that chain 2 space, 2 doubles, chain 2, 2 doubles, and then proceed in the same fashion down the second side. After these 2, add an additional 16 doubles, do your chain 1, skip that stitch, and then do 16, followed by your 2 doubles, chain 1, 1 double in the chain space at the end, and there you go. That is the entirety of row 10. All right, I'm going to finish this up off camera, and I will see you soon. Alrighty, my dears. So we now have some dragonflies going on here. I think it looks gorgeous. Now, to be thorough, what I'm going to do is in the next part of this tutorial, I'm going to give you the full repeat so that I'm going to show you how to incorporate new dragonflies on either side of the existing one and show you how to increase and keep going with the dragonfly motif intact. And as always, I want to thank all of you ever so much for watching today. Really hope that you are enjoying this tutorial so far. I think that this is a gorgeous piece to add to your repertoire of patterns, and I can't wait to show you the next part. So thank you again. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. And you know what to do until next time, right? I want all of you to stay inspired, stay caffeinated, and stay stitching. Stay safe, take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you shortly in my next video. Bye for now, everybody, and have a great day.